and welcome to another episode of the Talk That Talk Show with me, Barry Holmes. Thank you so much to Zach House and Mario Hurd here on our Instagram live stream. Guys, we are here for a very special episode of the Talk That Talk Show. Shout out to Neva, Marie, Rucci. Shout out to Tyree Holmes. Today we have the 95th episode of the Talk That Talk Show. But most importantly, for those people that have me on Facebook as a friend, I shared a memories post. And you know how sometimes on Facebook you get those posts that say, hey, from memories, you get an old post that you said or something you said back in college or whatever. But this memory that I got today is something that we've been looking forward to for a long time. And, it's something that I definitely don't want to take lightly. So, for everyone out there that's continued to tune into this show every Friday, you mean the world to me, because without you, I would not have been able to get to 2 years. We are at 2 years. This is our 2-year anniversary for the Talk That Talk Show.
Talk That Talk!
And, like I said, the excitement never leaves my body when I come here to put on this show for you each and every week. And, to say that, I even, like I said, to say that we're at 95 episodes, I was looking at some of the stuff I was rocking and, some of the quality of the videos. I mean, not even having a backdrop and just some of the stuff that we were talking about. My boy Rick had made a funny comment. He's like, you're a seasoned vet now, you're a seasoned pro. But realistically, that is how I feel, because, this is my brand and we've built this from the ground up, man, to stand before you here at 95 episodes and continuously getting better. I feel like a lot of times when you have something good, and you might hit that wall, that creative block where you don't know where to go next. But, I'm blessed enough to continue to stay hungry, continue to be able to convey my ideas and beliefs at the best of my ability so that everyone can understand. And I just try to bring on different guests that people are going to want to enjoy and people that mean a lot to me. I think that, like I said, from you watching the episode of the Talk That Talk Show, you're going to be able to get a first-eye hand of who I am as a person and, and how I feel about the world and the society around me, man. And, to be able to have created this platform 95 times. We went longer than some TV shows have went. Some TV shows haven't even went 6 seasons, 90-some episodes. So, reflectively, I'm just so happy to be here. And there's just, this isn't the end. There's so much more to go. And, one of the things I definitely wanted to highlight is that not only was this our 2-year anniversary, but we are also celebrating the 13th consecutive sellout of our OG apparel, all right? I wanted to do something for the 2-year anniversary, and we re-released the OG2 as a hoodie. And the OG2 is one of our highest selling OGs. Black shirt, white font, classic. And, to be able to say that I sold out not only those OG 6.2s with the grays, but the OG2's hoodies, it's just something that man, it just means the world, man, to be able to say that people want to wear your shit and they're proud to wear it, That's why I continuously have to come out here and put all I have into this mic, put all I have into these shows, and you all are the reason why I'm able to do that each and every week. So once again, I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for my sponsors. Shout out to VW Liquors located in Wick Plaza, Edison, New Jersey. Want to give a big shout out to Skydye Socks. My boy Savion Gainer's doing amazing things. Shout out to 13 and a Half Clothing Company. My boy Angelo. He's one of my good dudes over there, man, from the South Side, and he's doing big things. So you definitely want to check him out, 13 and a Half. Also want to give a shout out to Air We Are, heating, cooling, and they also wanted me to say refrigeration. All right, they encompass all of those things, and please, you're gonna want to hit them up if you want to get any type of heating, and cooling, and refrigeration needs. All right. Also want to give a shout out to Joe Snow and Maria over at New York Life, helping people to get their financial freedom every single day. And, you never know the importance of a financial advisor until you really need one. So, please keep your options open and hit up Joe or Maria over there in New York Life. And then finally want to give a big shout out to Parlor, My boy Timmy Hugel wouldn't be here if it wasn't for him. He's been working feverishly to get these OG 6.2s made, and then also the OG2 hoodies. So, like I said, it's been a great partnership to have him, not only as a graphic designer, but also my main merchandiser. So, I appreciate him a lot. And, like I said, these sponsors, they mean the world to me. And can't wait for the next big thing that we're going to be able to highlight them all at. So, like I said, this is a huge episode here with the 2-year anniversary. But we got big things on the horizon. April 9th is going to be our 100th episode. I'm super excited about that. Like I said, it doesn't stop here, man. We're at 2 years, but we still got something more to celebrate. And we still got more to achieve. So, like I said, we're going to be trying to throw a big party at Majestic Lane, safely, of course. But it's going to be a good time and a good celebration. And I can't wait to celebrate tonight with my family and my friends. And, like I said, this is something that I never underestimate the value of. And, it has definitely shined a big light on my life, in some hard times. One of the quotes that meant a lot to me that I saw over the week was it's like, if this pandemic didn't bring out the hustler in you, it ain't you. And I think that, amidst all the things that have happened, I've really been able to just push not only merchandise, but, push myself, man. And, just to see how far I really can go. So I want to thank everyone out here, like my boy Terrence McKenzie. Had so much fun bowling with you at Unholy. We're going to be doing big things hopefully next year. We'll get ourselves in that cash position. Shout out to my boy Bank Boy Savage. Stonehead, heard you caught a win on Call of Duty earlier. Good congratulations to you. Then also want to shout out to my boy Theo on our Instagram live stream, man. He got to come pick up his OG2 hoodie. So can't wait to see you so we can give you that, bro. But without further ado, for those people that don't know, this is going to be a guest episode. I highlighted it earlier on the Facebook, saying I had somebody really exciting and somebody that I hold true to my heart here. If you played Call of Duty with us on the Xbox Series X, you probably played with him as well too. He's one of my really good friends, and I love bowling with this guy. But I think it's going to be amazing for you all to see just what he's all about too, and see what his story is all about. So without further ado, please everyone give a big warm round of applause. Put your drinks up for my boy Joe Snow. Oh man, what's up, Joe?
How you doing?
Good.
Glad you made it here.
Yes, sir. Got your mic there, right there,
Yes,
Joe.
Thank you.
But yeah, man. So for the people out there that may not know you, I know you pretty well. But who is Joe Snow, man? Who is he?
Well, that's a great question, Barry. I mean, I'm me. I'm real. First off, for the podcast, I do want to say that it's an honor to be here. Obviously, love you, love what you're doing. You're an inspiration to a lot of people in the community. This is a huge episode, obviously, 2 years.
Yeah.
Congrats, man. That's big news. Like you said, it ain't over.
It ain't over, man. But like I said, to have your support, man, it means the world to me. But I know you're a man of very short words. He said he's real. I know Joe Snow is real out here. But one of the things that people might not know is you're actually one of our big sponsors for the show. So can you talk a little bit about what you do for work and how you became a sponsor for the show?
Absolutely. But first, I do have a little bit of surprise for you.
Oh, you got a surprise for me. Oh, hold up. Oh, guys, I didn't see this on the notes before the show, man. I wasn't ready for it. Oh, what a dig. Oh, man. What?
They're your real friends and they don't give you no shit, right?
Oh, my God.
Messed up.
Oh, my God.
That's the real New York team here.
Oh, man. So, I know.
I got you.
So let's put it this way: we've had so many people come on the show, but no one has dare wore the Yankee stuff on here, man. But now, let's get into it. I'll try my best not to see this Yankee shit. All right, but
Elizabeth, I'm coming to join you, honey.
Yeah, man. But just tell me a little bit about what you do for your work and pretty much how you became a sponsor for this show, man.
Yeah, I mean, New York Life, we've been around for 175 plus years. We help people, like you say, every single day get their financials in order.
Yep.
We're a full financial firm, insurance, investments, retirements, college planning, things like that. We just love supporting the community and helping out any single way that we can. So that's what we're all about.
Facts, man. And I think a lot of times, when we hear the word financial planning or financial advisor, it almost is like people get like this red flag, or it's like almost like, whoa, like do I really need this? How important do you feel like in today's society is to have a financial advisor?
It's actually crazy important. That's a great question, man. Even this past year with COVID and everything, you could Google insurance is up 20%. Things like that. People are really, really focusing on getting their financials in order, especially with all the jobs out there that are not there anymore. So it's definitely a tough situation for a lot of people. So right now is probably the best time.
Yeah, and I think that one of the other misconceptions that some people might have when it comes to financial advising is that it may be too expensive, or they don't have that money to set aside. Just how what do you feel about that? Do you think that is something that's a reality, or is this something that kind of people make up in their minds a little bit?
I would go with the latter. It's honestly a misconception. Obviously, insurance is a lot cheaper the younger you are, the healthier you are. Some people do wait till it's too late to get insurance, so then it can get a little bit pricey and expensive if they come down with a health condition or something like that. But for the most part, your average Netflix subscription, that's how affordable it is.
Yeah.
And you see all the time, like Hulu just went up.
Yeah.
Netflix just went up. So places are still raising their prices no matter what. They, whether it's pandemic, people are losing their jobs, it don't matter. People are raising their prices. So for us to stay true to who we are and keep prices low, I think that stands out.
Yeah, and like I said, that I thought it was important when you reached out to me, to become a potential sponsor, because I think that when it comes to my sponsors, it's a very I would hate to refer someone to somebody that I don't believe in myself, So I think that it was important to have you, whereas you're coming not as a designer, not as a liquor store, but literally as someone that can help people advance their lives financially. So I think, from your standpoint, how much, intrinsic value, like how much do you get from, helping people to get that financial freedom?
Honestly, it feels so good to just help people in general. That's one of the reasons why I do what I do. But to actually help them and see them succeed and actually get thanks for being their advisor, it means the world. It really does.
Now, I know I have some of my proud moments from when I worked at the nonprofit. Is there anything that sticks out in your mind where it's like, this was kind of like one of those, validating moments where I was like, yes, like, I need to be, like, this is why I became a financial planner or advisor?
Yeah. It may be a sad story, but a friend of mine, lost their father. To have the mother come up and say, because of the work that you did, we could stay here in our house.
Wow.
That we've lived in our whole life. We don't have to pick up and move.
Yeah.
Wow. That means a lot.
I mean, when you talk about, loss of life, and then people don't even think about potentially uprooting their life to, accommodate for what had happened, and for you to be able to keep them and keep them to have that stability, that makes you just as much of a special person as anybody else out here, man, because, at the end of the day, to be able to provide people with that platform to not only, see their future, but to have it be tangible. I think that's so important, bro. But I know that's your professional side, but I know you more on the unprofessional side as a bowler. So
Absolutely.
Can you kind of talk about how you got started into your bowling game?
That's a great question. I was never the bowler.
Mm-hmm.
Probably about 6 years ago, my brother, my cousin Ray Perry.
Yeah, shout out to Ray.
Shout out to
Ray!
Perry.
Ray Perry.
I know he's watching.
What's
He
up,
always
Ray?
listens.
Miss you?
My father too. He had a team.
Mm-hmm.
One of their guys got hurt and just needed a body. So I was just a fill-in, and me, my competitive side, I was like, I don't like to lose. So I had to become good.
Mm-hmm.
I had to become good at what I do. Am I good? I think so.
You shot 300, right?
I shot 2 300s.
Oh, 2 300s.
I mean, I'm no Chris Shank, but yeah, last week. But, I mean, if it wasn't for them, I probably wouldn't be into bowling. Love the sport, really do. Great way to meet people. I think I met your dad before I even met you.
Yeah, that's a fact. That's a fact.
In a summer league, and it's great sport to be in. One of the largest growing sports actually out there.
Yeah.
So younger kids, things like that, pick up a bowling ball, throw it around.
Facts. And I think that's good that you said that too, because we talked a little bit before with Strike Tyson on the show, and just saying how important the money was, or just important how it is to get that cash flow, or see it when you do well, and how the game can reward you. But here you didn't even talk about the money, and you said firsthand about the relationships and the connections that you've built through bowling. And I think that they're both just very important to what bowling is. I mean, look at Rick Chinaki. He says, "What's up, Barry? I'm bowling here in Arizona. I'll be back soon." Yeah, we miss you on the lanes, bro. But again, it's people like that we've met the connection through bowling, and that's what makes a sport like that so invaluable. I mean, I played basketball with people, and I don't still hit them up or go shoot hoops with them, but there's plenty of people that I'm sure that you've bowl with that you say, hey, let's go to the alley and roll a couple games with. So
yeah, you
exactly.
But it's like you said, but the money too. I mean, it's great. You don't have to be anything special to win some money in bowling.
Mm-hmm.
There are different pots. There's luck pots. There's things like that. Strike pots. So you just got to throw one good ball. That's it.
Facts.
So definitely the money is definitely a perk.
Yeah, no. Hey, listen.
You met some really good friends and stuff like bowling.
Yeah, and I think that one of the things that I know where we were a little bit worried about too was just how bowling would be, amidst with the coronavirus and everything, and I know that I wanted to continue up with my brother, and I was able to do that. But for someone that bowled in multiple leagues last year, to now coming to where you're not bowling this year, can you talk about how that's kind of affected your bowling game and kind of where you want to take it to the moving forward?
I think we hit on this a little bit earlier.
Yeah.
Had the pleasure of watching you throw a couple of them.
Yeah, got to throw the ball a little bit today.
So I haven't bowled in a little over a year now.
Mm-hmm.
Is it upsetting? Absolutely. Do I miss it? Without a doubt. Do I want to get back? Yes. Do I think we're where we should be right now with bowling alleys and everything? Probably not. So just to try to mitigate and limit that risk, is something when you have, older parents or something like that where you have to be health conscious about. So that's one of the reasons why personally I didn't continue. I was very happy with the league on Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to Calvin.
Yeah, shout out to Cal.
Wonderful, wonderful people. I love them to death. They made the decision because we do have a lot of older bowlers in that league. Definitely the best league, though.
Man, that's what made a lot of bowlers out of us,
some
man.
Good times. You had some fun times. You had some tough times.
Tough time. I mean, I'm missing 10, but yo, Barry, you sure you need to change balls, man? I mean, trying to change.
But, I mean, definitely miss it. Definitely want to get back. But I was talking to your dad earlier today, and, how I throw the ball is so much different from other people, and I get comments on it all the time. It's like, where'd you learn to throw the ball like that? How do you do that? Like, I've never seen anybody throw the ball like you have. And it's just like, honestly, I don't know, but come to think of it, it's like, I want to be bowling till I'm 80, 90 years old. You know, it's that kind of a sport that you just love for like your entire life.
Facts.
The way I throw the ball, I'm not going to be able to do that.
Yeah. He's getting all this arm action up here, guys.
Yeah. Anybody who's seen me throw the ball, I'm just not going to be doing that for another 20, 30 years. You know, so honestly, this time off kind of is almost like a reset for me. So I want to do some work on my form and get back to how I am on the lanes, and then we'll take it from there. I mean, like I said, my competitiveness, I have to be the best.
Oh yeah, and so, you know, we've seen that, you know, when on the Saturday nights where when you had people in our face, you know, there was no back down. Nope. You know, your brother Ray Perry says, "Ride the pony, baby." We were hearing that all Saturday night, man.
That's what annoys people so much, but it's like it's just like any sport, intimidation. You know, getting into opponents' heads, it's the exact same thing.
Oh yeah, and I think that, you know, when we celebrate, we definitely made it known that we were celebrating on your ass. You know, and I think that, you know, that type of mental game can definitely get to people, and I feel like, you know, when you reach the level where you don't feel like you're competing against people, and it's really you're just competing against yourself. I think that's the ultimate, you know, deciding factor of whether you're going to take that next step. And, you know, to do that on Saturday night where you guys were, you know, every pin counted. I mean, I think one of my proudest moments on that. Counts. Yeah, no, seriously, every pin count. One of my proudest moments, I remember we were going into, I think it was the 10th frame, and we were going against, I think, the second place team. We were on first place. And this is, I think, the week before the stoppage, before we stopped. And I think I had left the split where it was like this, or you remember it was one of those splits?
4.5.
It was disgusting. And I actually made that split and made it over for us to get the win. I think we only won by like 4 sticks. But it was like, to have that happen in 10th frame, and you just go up there and you just shoot the shit. You know, that's the type of stuff that I remember from that league, and it kind of takes from me in those different leagues, man. But, you know, is there anything that you've learned from bowling that you've kind of like taken and put it into your personal life?
Well, just to hit on what you said before, because like you said, that was just before the stoppage.
Yeah.
You know, you don't make that, and we don't win that game.
We don't get first place.
We don't get first place.
Yeah.
And talk about the money, it's like, that's a big difference between first and third place.
Oh, yeah.
You know, so... but going back to your question, anything that I've taken from bowling and incorporated into my personal life, probably just a team aspect. It's, you know, we're a team on the lanes. We're a team off the lanes.
Facts.
I'm gonna support you on and off. Mm-hmm. So obviously, like I do with your show here, it's like, you know, I love you. You're a great friend of mine. You're a brother to me.
Hell yeah.
So. If you own the bar, I'm going to your bar.
Yeah.
You own the restaurant, I'm going to your restaurant. You know, I'm supporting my friends. You know, Steve Jobs said it. It's like, you want to know your real friends is start your own business and ask them for your support.
Facts. I've seen a lot of friends. No, you're right, because I've seen a lot of people that, you know, they seem to like every meme out there, and, you know, seem to be posting a lot of wild shit. But when it comes to something positive out here, you know, you don't have those same people that like, or you have those people that don't share. But we don't do it for those people, right, Joe? We do it for the people like you, like my family, like anyone else out there that continues to tune in every week and that does support you. And it's that type of support that, you know, it really can jumpstart you to do anything, man. And, you know, like I said, you've been one of these good friends to me where, you know, I didn't know where I could take my bowling game, man. And, you know, I've been challenged before at different bowling alleys. But, you know, when y'all asked me to come that Saturday night, man, you know, I keep referring to it, but, you know, it was almost like trial by fire, man. You know, when you bowl a 160 game, you're going to feel like an asshole. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, you know, I thank you so much for, you know, that type of intensity that we brought, man. But I know, you know, you kind of brought the heat up a little bit with this Yankee shit. I don't know what this is all about, but
why?
I had to do it. Like I said, you're real friends, man. Yeah. You know it.
How excited?
Some shit.
But how excited are you to have baseball, you know, back in the upcoming?
Man, it's great. Honestly, you have all sports back. What are we at? Like 10 or 15% capacity now?
Yeah, we're starting to allow some fans in.
You know, the Knicks games,
yep.
Devils games. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, obviously, it's only a matter of time before things get back into full swing. But yeah, baseball season is just another one of those seasons.
Yeah.
Not as excited as football season, obviously.
Oh, man.
Baseball season's up there for sure.
Yeah, and I think, the Yankees have a lot to prove. The Mets are a team that looks like they're going to be doing some things like always in the offseason.
The Mets
But
look legit.
yeah, we just have to see when they step on the diamond what happens. But, the one thing that we do know for sure is that the Knicks have been doing pretty well. Just how much Knicks games have you been catching up with over these times?
I'll tell you what, it's more than I've watched in the past 10 years.
Right? Right?
No joke.
The Knicks are exciting to watch, right?
Yeah. I mean, even Julius Randle, it's good to see him kind of get some credit and be a part of the All-Star game and things like that. For me, he's just so underrated.
Yeah.
So underrated. But just nice to see all those young pieces kind of playing together and playing well as a team and getting some wins against quality teams.
Yeah, and I think that's the main thing, especially when we talk about in years past, the Knicks haven't done their best job beating the teams that they were supposed to. I think that last week what I talked about was I wanted to see a game where the Knicks, tough one out and win a game that they weren't supposed to and didn't put out their best effort. And I think this past week against Indiana, they didn't shoot really well at all, but they came out and they gritted out a win. And that's the type of shit that I'm looking for the Knicks to do moving forward. And, if we can see that, like I said, we could potentially see a playoff run. From what you've seen from the Knicks so far, do you think that we can play some playoff basketball this year?
Absolutely, man. What are we saying? 5th place now?
I think fourth
place?
I believe.
Yeah. So at the break, I mean, that's great. The thing that we got to get is to have that kind of momentum that we took prior to the break and come back after the break. That's what we have to do. And just keep playing consistently. Hopefully, no injuries or anything like that. Obviously, Rose still has it.
Yeah.
It's good to see that. And like I said, was it IQ? Playing heck of a ball. So just got to get him some more minutes and things like that.
And I think the big thing, and especially in a season like this, it's so important to have the team be healthy. Now, I know the Knicks didn't have, Mitchell Robinson. And I know that, like what a lot of people said, when Emmanuel quickly started to get more minutes and when they brought in Derrick Rose, they were like, oh, we have so many guards. What's going to happen? We already knew Austin Rivers was going to be the one that was going to go. And we've seen that he hasn't played since then, right? Now, with Austin Rivers not doing what he was supposed to, we saw Frank Ntilikina now stepped up. And what we saw before that was that he was in the doghouse for many, many games, right? Right? Yeah. So, from your standpoint, just someone like an athlete that's played organized sports, what is that mentality when you haven't had success or haven't had that chance to go out there and do it, and now you finally have that opportunity? Like, what's your mentality coming into that as an athlete?
Don't mess it up.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, honestly, just don't mess it up. You never know when you're going to get that opportunity.
Right?
So you could be a backup for 6 years. You get that shot on the court, you got to go.
All the way.
Gotta go.
Yeah. And I think that's the thing most that the Knicks have done this year is they're making the most of their opportunities. Are they winning every game? No. But when you look in the past, we have not played competitive basketball to this point. And to utter the same thing what we said in this 95th episode, the 2-year anniversary, it doesn't stop here. We still have goals here. And I think the perfect person that people should really listen to is Julius Randle in those post-game interviews. He sounds like a guy that is poised. He doesn't sound like someone that's never had a playoff win in his life, I think that, when you have someone like that who hasn't had that success, who has emerged as your leader, it only speaks volumes to the importance of having a leader like that and someone that can lead by example. And I just hope that, we've seen a lot of the way things are going with a lot of trade rumors that are spreading around about maybe Julius Randle being one of those essential trading pieces. But I just hope that, he does stay with the Knicks. And what are your thoughts? Do you think that he's somebody that would be a great trade piece, or do you think the Knicks should keep him?
He would be a great trade piece, but I think the Knicks should keep him. He's definitely someone who can be built around, but is he that max guy? We don't know yet.
That's the question.
We don't know yet.
When you go to try and offer someone max money, that's giving the keys to your franchise. And I've seen great things from Julius Randle this year, but I think that before we start to move towards a max contract, and we're talking about that, I think that we got to see a little bit more from, or let's see some playoff success. When you get me some playoff series wins, then we can talk about some max money. Because when you look at it, we look at some of those other players like a Rudy Gobert who's got max money. But you have people that were like, wow, why is this getting money? He hasn't really done anything. I think that residual effect can really make a big difference for teams. So we just going to have
break careers.
Right, and when you allocate all those resources to one guy, now what happens with your support team as well too? And that has shown for the Knicks is one of our strongest points is that bench, huh? Mm-hmm. Yeah, man. But
he definitely is the true leader of that team, and like you said in his post-game interviews and stuff like that, the dude is just so humble and just so honest.
Yeah.
I was watching one of the games. I forget which one it was, but I think it was one of them where he hit like the game winner. But he was saying how much he felt like he let the team down last year.
Yeah.
And how he worked all off season just to not let that happen again, and that's true leadership.
And he came in slimmer and, like you said, ready to take accountability, man. And that's all you can want from a leader, man. But moving forward, I'm hyped to see just what's going to happen in these next games after the All-Star break, because one of the most underestimated things that you said is how well do you come out of the break? Because, you could have rolling all this momentum, you kick your feet up a little bit, and now you come back, you lose 2 or 3. Oh, shit, now you're in a 6th spot in the East because it's so tight. So, like you said, it's so important to come out of that break, carrying that same momentum, man. But, like I said, it's just been, great to just have you here and just enjoying and just showing people who you are here, Joe Snow. So,
I think who I am.
They know the vibes, right?
They know who I am.
Yeah, but I think that one of the things that I touched on last week was just one of the things that I'm looking forward to with this show and what I look to see from it. From somebody that supports the show and has been on the show now and has been an avid listener. What is it that you would like to see from this show moving forward in these next couple episodes and couple years to come?
I want to see you grow. I want to see you expand. Have your own studio, things like that. Sign deals. You are worth it. What was it? The one job that I sent you for.
Oh yeah, I think it's the NBA job.
Yep. I'm always looking out for you, and I'm always, you got that energy. Mm-hmm. I think that's what shows need. Content.
Yeah.
It's that energy, that fire, that desire. You love what you do, and we could just see it.
And so. I appreciate you for seeing that, man. Like I said, that this is something that I can't fake the funk with, man. I put my heart and soul into it, and for you to want to see this grow, I mean, I can only promise you that like the sky's the limit for us here, and I'm gonna continue to try and get better and provide everyone and provide you with shit that you want to hear about, dog. And I just thank you so much for coming here and being a presence here on the show, and just being yourself, Joe. I know you said for me, you have things that you want to see from the show, but what do you want to see from yourself looking forward to these next couple months? What are some of your goals?
Goals in the next couple months as far as short term?
Yeah, short term.
I don't know. You kind of surprised me with that question. I have some long-term goals of mine and stuff like that. But just stay healthy. I guess stay healthy. Stay strong. Keep working. Things like that.
Yeah, and I think that without saying so much, you said so much there, and I think a lot of times for us, especially in times like this, is that we try to overcomplicate things, and just taking something as simple as your health, and not just your physical health but your mental health as well too. I think that's super important, and that's definitely something that we can all take away from. Is just if you have any type of long-term goals, when you look to the short term, try to keep yourself as healthy as possible, mentally and physically, man. What do you think that's done for you to have that healthy, physical and that healthy mind,
when you work from home, and I know most people are still working from home, even though things are starting to open up and you see more cars on the road and things like that. But you get a little stir crazy, in the house 24/7.
Yeah.
Take that mental break. I know you're diving into your work and stuff, but take a 15-minute break. Grab a snack. Take a walk. do something like that. Mental health is just as important as physical health.
Facts.
Without a doubt.
I mean, like I said, your mind controls your physical, right? So, if you don't have that right upstairs, man, then you gotta really, really look within yourself to see where you can get there happily. So, like I said, you've always given me words of wisdom on the lanes. And I just want to thank you for giving my fans out there some words of wisdom. So, Joe Snow, you're an amazing guy.
Thank you.
And I just want to thank you so much, for coming here and being a guest here on the show. Since this is the 2-year anniversary, I know you said that you're not a beer guy. So let's see if we can pop some champagne on the show for you. So we'll see if my dad can get the champagne. But before we do that, Joe Snow, I do have obligation to give the people a beer review. So let's see if I can give them this beer review real quick. This one is called a Kona Light, right? A lot of times, like I said, I've done a lot of local beers, but over the recent couple weeks, I want to try and give you guys a couple beers that maybe you can try yourself and try whether you're in Colorado, whether you're in Oklahoma, whether you're in Texas. See if you can get one of these beers. And I know that Kona is pretty accessible. I think it's a Hawaiian beer, but this is one that you're going to want to try. It's called Kona Light, and it's a blonde ale, all right? It's a really dope one. Yeah, let me pop that one on there. I want to make sure I'm popping that on the stream. But for right now, I got this beer. This blonde ale is going to be a really dope one. I already see from the body and the color, it's very light. I know you said that you don't like the beers, Joe, but, for a light beer, I mean, how does that look, man? Come on. That looks crisp, right? So, I think it's ceremonial fashion. It's only right to have a big chug here. I'll here, just put it right here. I'll pop it. But just give me some cups. But, real quick, guys, this is the Talk That Talk show in my ceremonial mug, right? Come on, man. You can't have a chug without the mug, man. Oh, I got a phrase that can't do the chug without the mug. But, here, cheers up, guys. If you all have your drinks out there, if you want to celebrate with us, whether you're DJ Franchise, whether you're Brianne Pearson, all right, please put your drinks up, and let's cheers up to the 2-year anniversary, all right? Cheers up. Here we go.
Kona beer.
Can't chug without the mug.
Oh.
You can't chug without the mug. Look. Brianne Pierce said chug without the mug. Yeah, so real quick, this is the Talk That Talk show. Want to thank my man Joe Snow for coming here on the show and absolutely rocking it. And like I said, this is the Talk That Talk show. We're going to have a nice little ceremonial pour for my man Joe Snow here as our 95th episode here. 2 years in the books. And why did it take so long to get you here on the show, Joe Snow? What's up with that, man?
I'm a busy man.
Hey.
I'm so glad to be here. Like I said, it's an honor. I had to get in.
Oh yeah, man. Yo, cheers up, bro. Hey, to the 2 years we've done, and to a lot more, man. Cheers up, bro. Nothing like a little Andre champagne, right? Ooh, here we got everybody saying cheers on there. We got my boy Stonehead. We got Ishabot Crane here. David Lee, shout out to you all. Thank you so much here for celebrating with us. We have Tori who says cheers. She better be ready to practice tomorrow, all right? Big facts, but thank you so much again. Like I said, I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for my sponsors. Oh, you're going to love this one, Joe. You're going to love this one. Shout out to VW Liquors, located in Wick Plaza, Addison, New Jersey. Let's go, Mets! Let's go, Mets! You know who you had to do it. You had to show. Come on, man. Shout out to Air We Are. Shout out to 13 and a Half Clothing Company, Skydive Socks, Ink Parlor, Joe Snow and Maria over at New York Life. We got a sponsor on the show, guys. Your bro Ray Perry says he wants to come on next, man.
Yeah.
100th episode show. Make sure you come, Ray. Majestic Lanes, April 9th. Guys, we're having a bowling party. Brianne Pearson told us that she's having her birthday party. Shout out to her. She's going to be turning 30. But we're going to be celebrating in style over at Majestic Lanes for the 100th episode. If you want to join us, we're going to post some of the details on the website at talkthattalkshow.com. Show how you can, sign up for our bowling event that we're going to have. Me and Joe are going to try and go in there, try and reserve some lanes, reserve the space, so that we're going to have a great time, man. Please do not miss it. April 9th, it is going to be a lot of fun. I will buy the first beer tower, all right? I'll get Joe Snow. What's that drink that you like? The Majestic, right?
Majestic.
What was in the Majestic that we like?
I don't know. It was just magical.
Yo, every time we'd be a Saturday night, and, I'd have my beer, obviously. Mush would be drinking whatever he wanted at the time. And Joe Snow would always be ordering these Majestics. I'm like, what the fuck is a Majestic, man? He's always drinking it, man. When we go to Majestic, I got a Majestic for you, man. Yeah. But, thank you again for coming here on the show, Joe Snow. Oh, man. For real, man. Oh, man. Love you too, bro. And, everybody else out there, thank you for tuning into this show. I love you all. This is the 95th episode. 2 years in the books, guys. 2 years in the books. And like I said, we got so much more to go, bro. And, for that,
100.
we'll cheers it one more time. We got some celebrating to do, guys. So, make sure you tune in on our Instagram page, _TalkThatTalkShow. Go to our website, talkthattalkshow.com.
Hundy.
Everybody that supported it. Do you have the OG2 on you? OG2 hoodie?
You know I got it.
Oh, man. Show that OG2 hoodie. Guys, we sell out vibes, man. Yo.
Get yours.
Get your... Well, they can't. It's sold out, man. They can't, man. Yo, let me tell you something. A lot of people say, yo, why don't you get more? Why don't you... Or... Because we don't believe in dead stock over here at Talk That Talk Show. Nothing sits on the shelves. When I release it, it gets bought and it sells out. So for those people that continue to sleep on our drops, you will not rock the merch, all right? If you sleep on the merch, you won't rock it. Ray Perry, I gave your 4X to Joe, so he's got it for you. You are secured, all right? But like I said, guys, this is the Talk That Talk Show. All jokes aside, I love you so much. I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for every single one of you that continue to tune in each and every week. I love you all. I got so much on the horizon for you. Just stay with me. Keep believing in me. Keep staying with me. Stay loyal. And I promise that every time I step on this mic, I'm going to give you all I got and give you some of the best guests like Joe Snow did here tonight, man. This is the Talk That Talk Show. Thank you so much to Joe Snow. Disregard what this man said. And I'll talk to you guys next week. Right.
Too much champagne.
All right, good episode, Joe. Good episode.
All right,
man.
very good, very good.
Ray Perry says that it was pineapple juice, soda, Crown Royale, and grenadine. That is a nice combination for the Majestic. Yeah. Thank you, Ray Perry. But to everyone that tuned in, thank you so much. We're going to get off here. We got a lot of celebrating to do. Shout out to Jose's sister over there who's tuned in, Matt Cara. Ray Perry, who again is commenting in. Like I said, this is 2 years in the books, guys. If you have any drinks out there, please put your drinks up. Pour a drink up.
Honey.
Tell your lady friend, let's have some fun tonight. Do it in the honor of the Talk That Talk Show, all right? Thank you so much for tuning in. I love you all, and I'll see you next week.
Peace.